Eternal Coffee. Let me ask you this: is there like a Christmas tree and presents
you noticed that?
on the house?
Yeah. I think the homeowners got a little something for us.
I hope it hadn't been sitting there in the rain for like a week.
Oh, well, those are good. Chocolate. There you go. And then this is all Hickory Farms. I got like.
We gotta find out.
That's your lunch.
That's like I got a sausage. I even brought pepperoni today.
Look at that. Double shots.
Oh yeah.
That's got to be for me. Some Red Bulls.
Wow.
Coffee.
You got hot sauce back in there.
Hot
too.
sauce. We got a card here. That's nice. Ooh, some nuts. Oh, look at that.
Impressive. Extreme heat.
Fiery nuts.
Seeds. Sunflower seeds, some beef jerky.
Everything a man needs to survive.
Bud Light.
We are laying out and building more walls today, and we did save some things. Actually, a lot of things, like culling lumber, crowning lumber, twisted lumber, how to deal with all that, and a lot of other stuff. We're gonna try to build the rest of these exterior walls all today. We're dealing with a little frozen subfloor this morning. You gonna dry it? All right. Building a wall, you have to lay the studs in the wall on the floor to nail it together, right? So some of these studs are really crowned, some are really bowed, some have knots. So it's important to look at it, and the most important thing we're doing as we're laying it in the walls, we're sighting it like this, laser eye, and I'm looking to see if it's humped up or down, and I'm gonna lay it down on the floor with the hump up, crown up, then I'm gonna lay them all that way so that it has a uniform crown up. And so when you go to put the drywall on the inside, it doesn't do that, right?
Yeah. Now, we're going to have to talk more about this later. Maybe you can let me talk about it. About crown. About crown and why would you put the crown up? That's probably a question I can think somebody might ask.
Well, and I can tell you right now, the reason is that if you put the crown down, this thing is like a rocking chair leg on the floor, and you have to force each end down and hold it down while you shoot it.
Yep.
Whereas if you put the crown up, both ends are touching.
It's touching.
And the plate's touching, and it's just sitting there, and just nail it together.
Well, that sounds easy.
It's less struggle. That's really the only reason. As long as they're all the same way, it really doesn't matter.
You could crown them all down if you wanted.
But then you would really struggle to attach the wall together to the top plate. So this is like the most critical number one thing, basic building walls knowledge here. Crown all your studs the same way. Look at them and cull them, and we'll get into twisted studs later. We'll let you do that one.
I got some stuff I'd like to say.
Dude, get that thing out of here.
I know. See, but I love that. Good air hose.
I hate the air hose.
I just love some good compressed air. Nothing like it.
Arlo, what's your best wall building tip?
I don't even know.
Good answer.
Oh no! I have a good idea though. Here, when you put the stud on the end that's running into a partition wall.
Yeah.
If you actually leave that stud back a little bit and making sure it's bowed this way, when you push it up, it'll go tight where it's supposed to, rather than bowing out and holding it out.
That is a good tip.
It'll suck in everything.
The man himself told you that one.
Yeah.
I just told him that like 30 seconds ago. Dude, he steals all my building tips. I mean, every morning I will come in and he'll ask me, so, what should we do? How should we do this? And I'll tell him, and then he turns around and tells the camera, and it seems like the good guy. It's a bunch of crap.
Yo!
Yeah.
Work's down here, bub.
I'm running the cliff cam up here.
Come on. No, he can't run a clip cam all day.
I'm getting the shot.
Put it on the tripod, get down here. Hey, boss number one, tell boss number two to get his butt done.
I'm gonna try something new here. I've got the Zip System liquid flashing sausage cock gun.
That's a mouthful.
You can't say this sausage cock is a mouthful.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, cut. We want to seal the top edge of our plywood here so it doesn't swell because it's a cut edge. We've been using tape on it, but we thought, why not try this stuff? Because it looks fun to play with.
I think we could do the whole window pan flashing out of that stuff.
Actually, yeah, so I'll do a bead back here too. You can put it anywhere, I mean, to seal anything. That's what I understand. And I've got this little spatula here. It looks like a, what's this stuff? Bondo? It Looks like a little Bondo knife here. And I think you're supposed to just trowel it out a little bit here, and that's going pretty nice. Actually, I'm liking that pretty good. All right, I can't help myself. We're just gonna pan flash this whole thing out here. We haven't done our zip tape on the wall yet, but that's all right.
Wow.
Stays put pretty nice.
Yeah, it does. So I have no worries about that leaking. It's kind of like if you're really good with drywall mud, if you're really good at this. This is thicker though.
How's that working, bub?
I was having a sausage party here.
Who makes that?
Zip.
You think that's got to be zip, right?
Zip. Zippity doo
You
dah.
probably don't want to get that crap on you, do you?
No, it's pretty much permanent once it gets on you.
Oh, that looks...
Yeah, it's you know, it's a little bit of a learning curve,
Wow.
I think.
It turns into like
So did they
zip
not
tape.
like that flexible tape? They quit making that? or
No,
is
we
this
got
something
we
you
got
think?
flex tape too. We just wanted
Does this get hard?
No,
No,
I
it's,
don't know.
It stays just like this for you.
I'm saying it's gonna be a pain to work with it if it's.
No, it dries. Just stick your hand in it. See.
No, I'm good. Trying to cut down.
You're gonna go. Oh, we got some line.
Jason's really
So
taken to
what
the
we're hoping
putty knife
for
here.
is- What we're hoping for is that this stuff is really durable as far as dragging boards in and out of the window openings or whatever we do to these window openings.
I guarantee they're gonna get roughed up, so we'll put it to the test.
Yeah, we just want to see how this performs as far as durability till the windows are in.
Right,
Yeah,
and
clean that
this is going to be a durable one because the windows are a long way down the road.
I
right?
know,
So-
yeah, the windows are forever from now. We got really sidetracked working on this instead of building.
What happened? What
So
happened to
we're
your
learning-
hands?
We're learning how to do this.
Dude, look at me.
Well,
I'm usually the messy
I
one.
don't know. I just got all in it. So that was a little more work than like the flex tape or what is the stretch tape.
Stretch tape.
But I think it's gonna be more durable. So we'll let you guys know. over
I
the
think
pro-
you just did that so you can go home early.
can't even touch anything. I definitely can't touch my phone. So
Oh my god, dude, look at your hands.
I think I see if I got some paint thinner or something.
Arlo, he just wiped that stuff all over your studs.
That's all right. We're not gonna use those in less than 5 minutes.
It'll dry.
Look, I got you right here, dude.
Dang, dude.
That ain't gonna work.
Well, let's find out. It's working. Yeah.
It smells like
They
lemons.
smell
Dude,
fresh.
it smells like lemons too.
These are Tubbo towels.
That's a good name.
Dude, I buy these like crazy.
You buy them by the tub?
What you
Yeah.
got there, old Tubbo towels?
I'm not sponsored. I wish I was, dude. I've been buying the heck out of these things because I've been working on all my machines in the shop.
Yeah.
And getting greasy just and,
It worked great.
you know, they're good
Well,
for,
hey, if anybody out there knows anything about Tubbo towels, we could
Hey,
use a few.
Thanks to all the people at Tubbo Towels. I appreciate you. I don't know you, but I love you. So thank you very much.
I'm giving those an A+ rating. That's amazing.
That is pretty good, man.
I'm
And
telling
they
you.
smell fantastic.
Dude, it smells. I'm gonna tuck one of those in my.
What is that you're wearing?
Tubbo towel.
Cento Tubbo towel.
All right, what I wanted to say about crown is that yes, almost every stud is going to have some crown on it. You're not going to get perfect material. Most
You will
likely.
get a few. Straight
Now,
ones.
let's just say you did get a few, and they were precious, right? Valuable. They were rare, you might even say. So, what would you do with the rare ones?
I'd put them on the either side of a window or door opening.
That's a great place to use them. I'm gonna throw you an idea though. I would put it in a kitchen or in a bathroom where there's a countertop. I think the kitchen I would focus on because you're gonna have a long countertop, maybe, probably, most
Like a
likely.
big straight edge.
Yeah, so I would put the straightest studs in the kitchen because you're gonna hang your cabinetry on it.
Yep.
And when you're setting base cabinets, it'd be nice if the back of the cabinet hit the back wall, you
Yeah.
know? And if you crown your studs out, you can imagine that there might be a gap at the back of your cabinet. You're gonna screw it, it's gonna wanna suck it tight, it's gonna wanna lift the bottom of the cabinet off the floor, potentially.
Yep.
If everything was perfect, 90 degrees corner, everything would fit much nicer, you'd have less struggle. So if we can minimize struggle by thinking ahead a little bit, I think I'd be in on that.
What you would not want to do is take those straight ones and then cut them into cripples. Like really short
No,
pieces.
please no.
Take the crooked ones.
Yeah, we got plenty of uses for crooked studs. We'll go over that later.
Another thing we're dealing with here is twisted studs. So as it goes down, it's like that. So we shot the top kind of parallel with our lines already up top plate. Now at the bottom, it's off because the board is twisted. So I want to say that that's not like the end of the world, especially if it's not sticking proud of the wall plate anywhere. But ideally you'd get it flat so that when your drywall or whatever goes across it, it doesn't have a protruding edge because it's twisted. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna shoot the bottom where it's good. And then I got my board tweaker. This guy called the board tweaker. And we're gonna just tweak it back where it's supposed to be. Up top, shoot it really well. What that might have done is just twisted the other end of the board.
But that's Jamie's side, so we don't
Yeah.
care. Our side looks good.
No, it's okay. So if it's really twisted and you really do the board tweaker, it's just gonna move the other end unless it's nailed really well. So battling the twist is a difficult thing. Try not to use twisted boards for studs. Like cut them up to cripples or something.
Struggle's real.
43, 1/2.
I don't have a pencil.
4, 3
Got you.
inches, 1/2.
Oh, I got it right here.
But look here. Yeah. There's the line and there's the nail.
Shooter McGavin. Bingo. Roll the tape. We're working on what now is the front wall of the house. And if you look at the plans, you'll notice the living room is 2 stories tall inside. And so the different thing that we're doing here compared to the last job is we're not running this wall in one piece all the way up to the ceiling. Like we kind of packed out these almost like tree trunk things that ran all the way to the peak on the last job. Here we're just building an 8-foot wall, and then we'll stack like a 9-foot wall on top of that. And the reason we can do that is because there's a porch roof out here, a shed roof that'll butt in, and a bottom part that's a ceiling that will permanently brace this wall. Because otherwise, you'd have 2 walls that would have a hinge point.
Yeah, we
because
can't
we're
have
building
that.
it in 2 sections. So that's just a little insight into the structural stuff and why we can do this as a short wall and another short wall. It's only because it's braced by this porch roof out here with sheathing on it. Here's your real carpentry lesson of the day, folks. We're going to build a wall partition, aka channel hit.
Here's how I like to do it. Right here, get 2 of them side by side. That way you don't struggle to hold the piece on there. Flush it up at one end. Flush it on the face, flush it on the end, take a shot. Go to the middle. Flush it on the face, take the shot. Go to the end. You can see they're crooked. And now I'm going to pull.
Over it again. Let me, see.
All right, there we go. I found this order of events here is the easiest way for me. Now I'm going to consider it to be straight. I'm not even going to check. It's straight enough. All right, 2 shots. 2 shots. Good. Now let's get the other one on there. Flip it up. Flush on the end.
And this is how the orientation goes, like that. We've seen a lot of different orientations that weren't right.
There are different shapes for different things. One in the middle. Squeeze it in the end. 2 shots. 2 shots. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that, except for my nail that didn't set. There we go.
Where's it going?
I don't know. Let's see, right here. Going face up. It's really important to think about the what it's doing, because the wall this one is helping out is in that room.
So yeah.
So it's face up.
Hey, I want to take this opportunity while we're eating lunch to announce our partnership with GRK Fasteners. We're using some of their fasteners on the job today. I want to highlight, this is the R4, and they are very low torque. Like, you can put these in without hitting your impact too much. Look at that hat, Jason. There we go. Now we're official. And they have just the right amount of thread to where they draw really well. T25 drive, which we like, and they start really easy. That was the main problem we were having with some of our screws, is that the tip wasn't sharp enough and the cutter wasn't working well enough. So those work really well. Also want to highlight the RSS line, which is a rugged structural screw. If you're wondering what RSS means, has a pan head on it, And this is sort of like a bolt replacement. You can use these for girders or posts or timbers.
Yep.
And they're thicker, stronger, and go in really easy. Yeah.
I bet you there's a lot more engineering goes into a screw than most people would think. I'm just looking at the shape of that under the head.
Yeah.
The little counter spiral thing right above the threads.
If you look in really close, it has these W threads. See those right there?
Little micro cutter
that helps
things.
reduce friction as they go in. So there's a lot of engineering that makes these really great screws. Just so you know, not all screws are structural, meaning that don't use them for things that you need a structural fastener. But these are, so that makes them a really nice thing to have around. Thanks again to GRK. We're really excited to partner with you guys and show off some of your awesome stuff. There you go, bud.
Yeah, I'd like to see you get the sweatshirt off of me.
That's for another show. Did you end up getting a cat?
Not only that, I got 2 cats.
Oh, you know already.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
What are their names?
Willow and Clover.
And do the kids know yet?
Yeah, they named them. Yeah, we had to get them early. The guy that was saving them for us, he had to go out of town, so we got them early. The kids got them early.
That's what he said. He's just like, quick, come get him before you think
I'm,
twice.
yeah, I'm going out of town. You got better take him today. What's it going to take for me to put you in this cat today, sir?
So, don't you get cold?
Yeah?
Not wearing any pants in your family?
Oh my gosh, this guy.
So did you put them in a box like you were talking about?
No. It was not that exciting, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to let us know how it goes.
Yeah. Are you talking about a really great trick about cats?
Okay.
No, I mean, do this. Don't let your wife see it, okay? So, a veterinarian showed me this on a trip. If you take a bandana, about this wide, tie it around the cat's stomach, pretty tight, but you can get like maybe a couple fingers in there.
Okay.
It totally incapacitates them.
Wow.
They'll be like standing up and their back end will fall over. And some cats, they'll like drag themselves with their front paws. And
Like, Jamie, why do your cats have bandanas around them all the time? What are you doing to these cats?
What a cute bandana the cats
It's
have.
pretty funny. It's like
That is a good trick,
you tie it around them, they just fall over. Boom.
We got several kinds of cordless guns, battery power. This is the DeWalt. This does get jammed sometimes. And if you own one, they're pretty easy to unjam. I'll show you really quick. The tool right here, the Allen wrench, is on the, let's see, somewhere on this thing. And simply you gotta take out these 2 Allen screws. And this whole gun comes apart, which is pretty nice if you do get a jam. So there you go.
Oh, wow.
Your jam nail was there. So you can take that apart, clear your jam, back together, put your screws back in, and pretty easy fix. It does jam more than the other kinds, but at least it's easy to fix when it does. The other thing is if you over tighten these Allen keys that I just did, this thing will tend to have the pin stick a little bit. So my advice is to run them just snug, not like super tight on those. And it'll prevent the pin from jamming. This guy, where does it go? Oh, right here.
Did you figure out what was going on down here?
There you go, bud. Fixed up
Fixed
again.
already?
Yeah, I'm getting good at it.
You're like a NASCAR pit crew. I break down and you just take it and fix it. Like
So let me give you the rundown, though.
I don't want to know how it break. I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay.
The rundown of the whole, like, you jam, then you're like, where's your gun, Eric? You take my gun, then I take your gun and fix it. Then I give it back. Then I got to find my gun. There it is.
And I'm going to burn it again.
Yeah, all right. Just be careful.
Zip tape!
Right now, we're kind of randomly scattered around. We're all doing all the jobs of building these walls. But if we have enough guys, we'll dedicate one person to building wall tees, corners, headers, any special components of the walls. They'll just stay here at the horse at the workstation, making those parts, shoving them down, and somebody else installing them. And they can just pre-make so that
Like an assembly line.
It goes fast. Yes.
Like
yeah.
Henry Ford.
There you go. Oh,
Jamie
that's
Perkins.
big time. And Henry Ford now, don't get me started on Henry Ford. I've watched all the videos, about him. And it's like,
What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean, he like had his own plants. He had his own rivers. He had his own railroads. He had his own countries he owned in different places.
Really?
To produce rubber. He owned his own rubber tree plantations and stuff. And actually, that part of it wasn't good. He kind of ran it like a camp or something. I don't know. I don't really know, so I can't really say. But he had people that lived in different countries that lived on the land that he owned. and like he kind of ran it like he was like the president of his land that he owned, and he tried to like inflict certain values maybe or something on people. I don't know. He is a hero, but there's some kind of not great things too, but whatever. I don't know him. I mean, I don't know the guy. It's only what I have heard. So, but it was amazing though what he did, you know, American history, Industrial Revolution. I don't know. I don't even know. Somebody out there knows, whatever.
Show off your first job site injury of this job.
Oh yeah.
The whole job, first one.
Oh!
Yep.
Not bad.
Blood.
You made me bleed my own blood, so yeah. Watch when you're walking.
Well, somebody put a 6x6 against that grate to hold it in with the Lexo.
Right, that was you.
It was a good idea at the time, though.
It was. No, it worked great.
It worked great, yeah.
Oh, he's getting serious.
All right,
he's getting the earplugs out.
I got to make sure that I can hear.
Settle in for a minute.
Sorry, excuse me. I got to get ready to give a pro tip. This is a capital P pro tip. All right, what I'm doing right here, we got this 2x10 header. All right. It is nailed through the stud on the side that was facing up when we built the wall.
Right.
But the back side, the end of this is not nailed to the stud. And what could happen is that if this piece wanted to cup over time, it could sink in or it could bow out, causing a nail pop in your drywall.
Why isn't it nailed though?
Well, because we couldn't reach it with the nail gun. It's just a matter of not having the right angle from the other side of the wall.
Right.
Now that the wall is up, I always toe screw or nail these right here. Okay, what I want to do is attach this end.
Deep diver on that one.
Oh, did I poke out? Whoa, sorry. I'll get a little better angle on this one. There we go. All right.
There you go.
Here we go. I got it in low gear here, I guess, but there we go. All right, now that's going to keep the end of this from cupping and bowing out and doing bad things to your drywall. A little bit more nitty gritty here. Door openings. This is going to be the front door, and the rough opening here is 38 inches for a 36-inch wide door, 2 inches over. But for a lot of these French doors, we leave 3 inches over because it has this. Did Arlo call it a theatrical? He did, but I don't know.
What was that word?
I don't know I don't know if that's right.
Or like a mullion. There's a strip that's extra between the two doors, a little extra width. And so we'll leave 3 inches over, say for a 6 foot wide French door on the rough opening. Just, that should help some people out.
Well,
not lose your mind when your door doesn't fit.
It is so terrible
rough
to have
opening.
to saw one out.
Yeah, we've done that. And we're like, we just need to start leaving more room.
You can always pack it in. That's not going to hurt anything.
Yes, that's true. So we'll info there for our rough openings.
Hey, did I hear you guys say pack it up?
Yeah.
Sweet.
No.
We're not leaving.
What? Pack it up?
out. Pack it out.
Oh, I heard pack it up. That's all I heard.
We did remember the zip tape today and also our zip system roller. The zip system tape has little Z's on it. Is pressure activated adhesive.
PAA?
Sure.
I don't know, but it does leave the little Z imprints
Yeah.
in the thing there.
That does, when you press on it, that's when it really sticks. I would recommend rolling the tape.
Look at that. It's threaded on the end.
You can thread in a
I never saw that.
like a extension pole.
Why have we been bending over the whole time when you can put a pole in it?
We don't have a pole with
You knew about that the whole time?
Yeah.
We've been using these for a couple
I
years.
threaded the thing for our concrete screed in there.
Really?
Last job, yeah. And
You
then
didn't
almost
tell
knocked
me.
Jason's teeth out with
You're
it.
telling everybody, but you didn't tell me. I would have liked to known that. Thank you very much.
So, what do you think is zip system compared to doing OSB and house wrap?
Oh, I hate house wrap. I'm telling you, there's only a couple things in this job that give me agita, and that's one of them. It's like I see it come out and I start to twitch a little bit. And
What about it though?
I don't know. It's windy, and if you don't get it straight, then you get yelled at, and there's so much pressure doing it. I can't stand it. Zip system's way easier.
You like wrapping Christmas presents?
I don't. Well, you should see me wrap presents, dude.
Oh, good answer, bud. Good answer. Very detailed.
All right, get out of my way so I can work.
Oh yeah. I'm standing right in your way.
Yeah, you sure are.
We're going to do a little more insight into the business end of building a house, and a lot of that is figuring the material that you need to build the house in the correct quantities without wasting, because you do sometimes lose a little bit if you return it. They charge you a fee. So you want enough extra, but not too much. So what I did here for studs, these are 16-inch on center studs for our walls. I ordered 1 stud per linear foot of wall. And then I added about 10 or 15% to that for things like bracing and blocking and just extra things that happen. And then like right here, say we got 2 studs right together, and then some of these are tripled or quads. So that seems to be the math that works pretty good for me. 1 stud per linear foot of wall, and then add 10 or 15%. And we usually use all of them. Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
So you might be ordering 300, 400, 500 studs at a time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's pretty common. And then normally we're like, wow, that's a lot. You know, I don't know, that's too much. And then you use them all, and then you're like, I need 100 more, or I need 200 more. You know, it's just
that does
crazy.
happen.
They get burned up so fast. It's amazing.
By burned up, used.
I mean, used. Yeah, cut and nailed into a house, not fire burned.
There's the GRK mascot. It's
Look
like
at that.
it's kind of like a bee, but he's a screw.
Oh man, he's mean looking. I won't mess with him.
It's like a bee but a screw.
Yeah, of course.
Genius.
See what she can do here.
Oh, well, that lasted
That's
2
probably it
seconds.
right there.
Wow! Reverse! Reverse! Oh! Come on! Ah!
Wow! How are you supposed to go to the bathroom? What? It's full of stuff.